Greetings, Tenno. Welcome back to Warframe TOG, and we are continuing our work on the Blood of Perita. I was going to stream yesterday, but other things came up that I couldn't do that. However, I have done quite a few Blood of Perita missions in a period of time since I last streamed. Now I'm going to claim this forma and build another because we always want to have a form of cooking if possible. We have Labos, Protea, Quasos, a couple of new weapons. I'm going to pull these weapons in, and I need more slots. We're going to continue to get slots until maybe around Mastery rank 17 or so, and then we'll start looking at things and seeing which ones we can get rid of, but we do need a lot of slots for weapons. So I'm going to claim the Quasos Prime. We have the Xylock Prime also available here, which I will claim. And we started building Titania last time, so I'm going to claim all three parts. And we're going to go back over here and say Titania. And start building that. Okay, so we have a whole bunch of things in the queue. I still have several Warframes that I haven't really had the time to go over. So, because of the Blood of Perita missions have been taking priority. Now, the other thing we're doing, aside from Blood of Perita, is we're doing Prime Resurgence stuff. We want to get some of these Warframes in particular. We want to get Ember, we want to get Volt, we want to get Ash, we want to get Mesa, we want to get Caliban. I have one of these all five of these things here. The only ones we have right now are Protea and Mesa. And Protea, we actually have already built. We have not built any of the others. So we're going to be cracking relics. As you can see, we only have 71. As you can also see, we are starting to run low on relics that we want to not radiant. So like the X1 here, I want the Zaku Prime. The K9, I don't care about the Kestrel Prime grip that much. Be nice, but the Cedo Prime blueprint, I desperately want that from the Neo C6. Again, Zaku Prime blueprint. We also have it in the Mezzo X1 as well as the Neo X1. I don't want to do either of these right now. The Lith D7, we can do that one right now. So we have basically the K9s, the Lith D7s. This one I want the rare in. 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 All of these I want rares on if we can get them. So I don't want to do them until we have enough void traces. So I'm starting to run very low on relics I can open. We might have to do some relic runs today. So let's see if we have a Neo Fisher that's fast right now. What do we got in the way of Fishers? Well, we got Blood of Perita first off. Let's go deal with those before I do Fishers. Unless there's a Capture Neo Fisher right now. Which, no, it's in... Oh, there is. There is a Capture Neo, but it'll be around for 40 minutes. So we're going to go and do the first Blood of Perita mission because the other ones will be around longer. And we're using Valkyr for this because Valkyr turns out to be a very good Warframe for these Blood of Perita missions.
Here to find our target and bring them to the extraction point.
Where the heck is he? He's this way.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. Target located. Bring them in.
Nope. Where is he? Where'd you run to?
Scans indicate our target is in the vicinity. Find them. Mission complete. The captive has been escorted to the extraction point. Well done.
And we're done.
Work. I am pleased with your performance.
Alright, I'm going to switch my loadout here to Wukong for speed. Okay. And we will go ahead and do some of these Neo capture missions to unlock those 4 Neo K9 relics that we have available.
You are here on a capture mission. You must find, capture, and extract our target. There are void fissures in the area. Use these to crack open a relic. You're near a fissure. Defeat the corrupted and use their reactant to open a relic. The reactant is working on your relic. Find more. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. You found the target. Capture them quickly before they escape. We cannot let our target know we're here. Track them down quickly. Excellent work. We'll interrogate the captive back at base. Your part is done here, Tenno. Walkers incoming. The relic has been cracked open. Finish your mission to find out what's inside.
Where the heck am I going here? Oh, I'm going this way. I always get stuck in that one spot. Ah! Lex Prime Receiver. This is worth the most. We've already done a Lex Prime, so we don't need that. We've actually done all of these.
Great work. I am pleased with your performance.
Alright. That does not quite give us enough to do a radiance, so we're going to do another one. Capture Neo Fisher.
You are here on a capture mission. You must find, capture, and extract our target. Void Fishers. You need them to open a relic, but are you confident you can withstand their fury? You're near a fissure. Target located. Bring them in. Defeat the corrupted, and use their reactant to open a relic. Don't forget the reactant. You need more to open that relic. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. We cannot let our target know we're here. Track them down quickly. Mission complete. The captive has been escorted to the extraction point. Well done. Walkers incoming.
Somehow they've got 10. I don't know how. And I've only got 8. So I gotta go find more. Oh, there we go.
Well done, Tenno. Your relic is opened.
Oh, it's always this one that gives me trouble. We have crafted everything but the Protea Prime, and we have every one of these. I'm going to go for the thing that's worth the most, like everybody else.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
Alright, that gives us enough Void Traces to easily go and Radiant another one of those relics, so we will. Alright, so we need those relics get opened in Axie Fissures. And there's an Axie Exterminate that will do the job, which I cannot reach because it's on Saxis. Saxis requires me to have unlocked Brugia, which is a rescue mission. I guess I'm unlocking Brugia first. Wukong is good for rescue, so I don't know if we'll have anybody else here, but we can hope. Oh yeah, we do.
It is almost as if the infestation has deliberately captured our operative. This sort of behavior is highly unusual. The Juggernaut.
Wait, was that a
Get
Juggernaut?
angry. Good work.
That was a defeated Juggernaut.
Multiple
Okay.
biosignatures detected. We've got
Where the heck
infested
are
incoming.
we going?
Beware. Those lasers are linked to the poison tumor nodes growing on the airlocks. Contact with the lasers will put our operative in immediate peril. Bypass complete. You may proceed.
I'm in your debt, Tenno. Let's go home.
You found the operative. Now bring them home. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Got an extra weapon? They won't just let us walk out of here.
Where are we at? Where's the exit in this thing? Ah, up here. Down here. To the right. And we're out.
Mission complete. A captive has been liberated. You will be rewarded for this, Tenno.
Oh, and we got some crawler blue pigment, which means that our dojo is working on a new color. And we just got some of that color. All right. Make sure we're not part of the squad. We come in here. Now we should be able to do that Axie Exterminate mission and use the Vanguard C1 relic and upgrade it to Radiant. Yes, please. Equip it for the mission. And let's see what our luck is today. Now it seems like I'm rushing into the Vanguard Relic thing, even though there's 11 days yet left. Well, 11 days is not a lot of time, and I'm not going to be available from Friday through Monday morning. All day Friday, all day Saturday, all day Sunday, and Monday morning I am
The area
busy
is
and
crawling with
away.
infested. If it's not a Tenno, eradicate it.
Oh, what am I doing? I'm sorry, I'm not worrying about a synthesis. Maybe I will.
Watch out. I'm detecting void fissures nearby. Do you have a matching relic? We're near a fissure. The enemies are dropping reactants. You are going to need more reactants.
Where are we going? Where's my
A
markers?
Juggernaut nearby. It will only attack when it senses high concentrations of infested blood. Slow the fight if you want it to go away.
That's not going to happen here, I don't think.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. The relic has been cracked open. Finish your mission to find out what's inside. I'm still detecting a lot of infestation activity. Let's clean it up. That did it. Here comes the Juggernaut.
Where am I going?
Do not damage it further. Use the synthesis device.
I don't even know where it is.
A
Oh,
dead
somebody
specimen
killed
is
it.
useless to Sanctuary. Are you not up to this task?
Well, somebody wasn't paying attention.
Well done. Now get to
It
extraction.
wasn't me. Quasis Prime, we've already done. Epitaph Prime, we already have. What's worth the most? I guess the Protea Prime. I'll stick with it.
Another job well executed.
Well, that didn't work. The luck on opening relics can be very weird. On my main account, which happens to have a whole mess of Radiant relics from running Elite Sanctuary Onslaught back in the past to get focus, because that used to be a big thing. People would go to rank 8, and every 2 ranks you'd get a Radiant relic. You can still do that. You just most people aren't going to go that far. And you can end up with a whole lot of Radiant relics and get a whole lot of focus. However, right now, I don't know if you noticed, but as far as focus is concerned, we've used up our focus cap for the day, just doing Blood of Perita missions. And we're going to continue to do Blood of Perita missions today. I'm not going to be doing streaming tonight, but tomorrow we'll be doing more of those and more relic opening and all that stuff. And we're going to finish doing Blood of Perita missions right now. Let's go do another one. Interception. Oop, nope. That one requires us to have a bit different loadout. Okay, so Valkyr, like I said, is extremely good at the Blood of Perita missions, including interception.
Operator, Ordis is picking up a distress signal. Wait, no. It's just the Corpus pedaling down.
So here we go with another interception run. These things are the hardest of the Blood of Perita missions. Where on earth did it put me? Okay, well, I'll take it. And I'll take B. And we got nobody on D, which is not unusual.
Tower captured. Beginning stream decode now.
And I've just made B the big target. Alright, what's still around? There's somebody still here. Oh, right there. You. And we got this guy here.
The enemy have taken a tower. You must recapture it.
Ooh, something is frozen all the enemies,
Control of a tower.
which I am not thrilled about. That means our whoever's our host. Who is our host? Rico over there has got a. Why do I not have? I have nobody in the range. We're stuck. And, you know, I agree with that person who left the squad. We're really stuck. But no, somebody joined.
Captured a radio tower. Tower lost.
Oh, I lost all my energy in that. Well, that bites. I am now in not a great shape, and we're the only two here. I'm going to leave this one too. I'm sorry. That one is not doable with all of the lag that was going on in it. You need to have somebody. You need to have a decent connection to play this game. If you don't have a decent internet connection and you try and host one of these things, you are not going to get very far. All right, so we're doing that same mission this time, hopefully with a better hosted squad. That wasn't good. Okay, that didn't work at all. And that one failed as well, because for the same reason. Okay. No, please do not reconnect me to the squad. Make sure I'm disconnected from the squad. Let's try it again. I don't have enough energy for Warcry right now. I need some energy, would be nice. I'm going to come back to D because I need, that's where, thank you. That was bad. A, nobody's on A. Oh, people are on A. I'll take B.
Dominating. Keep it up.
I'm going to keep B because I'm here.
We have lost control of a tower.
Somebody's down. Where are they? But I'm about to be attacked by millions of people. Who am I conflicting with?
Tower lost. enemy have taken a tower. You must recapture it.
So far, I'm managing to keep B intact most of the time.
We are in total control. Keep fighting. The enemy have captured a tower. We have lost control of a tower.
Where are my conflict people? It's saying we're...
The enemy have taken a tower. You must recapture it. The enemy have captured a tower. We have successfully decoded the message. Clear the area. Try and capture another signal. Be careful though. The enemy has surely rallied stronger reinforcements. This tower is ours now.
And here we go.
We have control of all 4 towers.
There you are. Where is that Jade? Somewhere there's a Jade Eximus who's got it in for me, and he's hiding very effectively. Where are you? Awfully quiet. Oh, I see them over there. The one problem with the Warcry is you move so fast that you can't really target other than in general terms.
captured a tower. You have decoded the message. The remaining enemies must not report back to their command. Eliminate everyone.
Alright. Time to go collect stuff, and there's a lot of stuff to collect. I think that's pretty much everything.
Good work today. Not only have we decoded the enemy transmissions, we have also disrupted their communications.
And again, this is where we're making a huge amount of money. We're also making decent endo, making argon crystals for building things. This has been this event. This blood of and riven slivers. We're making huge numbers of those. Okay, so this event has been very profitable for us so far. We have the blood of Perita defense mission now. That one's much easier because we're all focused on one place. We're not spread out. Which is honestly what makes the interception one so hard, is we're all spread out. Nobody's close to each other. We're not all focused on one thing at the same time. But it also, I think it does produce a lot more enemies and faster in a very short span because of the alarms. Just summon wave after wave after enemy every time you let one of those alarms off. Not even survival is that tough.
Defend the cargo until reinforcements arrive.
Let's wait till they start showing up. Like right now. I can't help but be amused by the double jump spin in the air. Okay. I feel like that little spinny jump animation that we're getting occasionally, that one must have been part of Valkyr's rework. Valkyr was reworked a couple of years ago, and I have to say I'm really enjoying the new Valkyr much better than the old one. Maybe it's the stance. It could be the stance. The melee stance for the that's being used here. It's hard to say. Alright, one more wave to go and we are done with this. Boy, we're not even doing enough damage to keep our melee damage marker up, which means we're a little vulnerable. Oh, that is not our X. That's somebody summoned an Eximus. You might notice we're firmly in orange crit territory here with a lot of these melee attacks. That was a yellow crit, but we are getting on some melee things really ridiculously high. You see that orange crit, that 66,000 that was there for a second? Or pink. I guess you could call that a pink crit. Yeah, that's one of those things where we could, for example, build into that. If you look at our upgrades right now, we are looking at back. We're looking at the Valkyr Talons. If we look at our upgrades for the Valkyr Talons, we're currently at 110% crit chance. What that means is that most hits will be a yellow crit. Okay, it'll be critical, and then you will get double that damage for big critical hits, which are the orange, and triple that damage for the super critical hits, which are red. Okay, so we are having a chance of getting orange crits, but we have to get to over 200% to get a super critical hit. Now, we're doing it currently through Organ Shatter and let's see. I don't even think that's. I think that's the only crit. Oh, we're using sacrificial steel to get our thing. We can increase this. Notice this is only ranked up halfway. Okay, we can double this by ranking it up the full way. That's going to cost us 5 more. Okay, it's going to cost us a bunch of endo, but we have a bunch of endo right now. Okay. And it's unfortunately going to cost us a lot more base capacity. Now, I think I could do 2 easily enough, but it will mean I have to rework Umbra's blade, and I'm going to do that right now. So now we have 130, which means 30% instead of 10% of our crits on this are going to be the extra one, and we're at 160% now with that 2 extra. So we went to 140, 160. We can go to 180, 200, 220 by maxing this out, but I'd need to put a forma in here, okay, in order to do that. This is a good example of where I might use that Umbra forma, okay. I don't normally think about using Umbra formas for things, but because they're so rare, they're so hard to come by, okay. But if we look at it right now and we look at our polarization, we actually have an Umbra forma available. We also have an Omni forma available. Omni is also useful for a lot of things. We have stance forma too. The stance forma is not going to be as useful. The other thing we could do is, I have not been using the Tenno-Kai that much on here. Honestly, it goes too fast. It's way too fast. I could take this off and increase sacrificial steel the rest of the way. And I might just do that for right now. Okay, because the Tenno-Kai is nice, but the sacrificial steel is even better. We also, do we have one? I do have a melee arcane adapter. I don't know if I have any melee arcanes. I have no melee arcanes. We need to get melee arcanes, even though we don't have that. All right, but I took off that, so that would allow me to finish ranking this up for the 35,000 endo and only 1.7 million credits. That's not too bad, but look at that. 220% critical chance. We're now up to 160, okay, on the critical chance here. And there are ways of getting it up higher than this, okay? So if we go back to Valkyr himself, and we look at Valkyr's upgrades, well, first off, okay, you might notice, okay, Warcry is boosting our armor attack speed, which is really nice. Hysteria, okay, is giving us more damage on all of these attacks. All right. Oh, somehow we have 23 out of 74. What did I take off of here? I think I took something off of here when we formed her up last time, and I forgot to put it back on. So let's go and do that. It's very important. According to my photos, let's see. That's the one. Yep. We had adaptation on here, which would make us even more so I could put adaptation back on here. That would be a possibility. Okay. We don't have a number of other things. I could increase our blind rage, okay, at the loss of some efficiency, but we're really not using efficiency on this one all that much. Can we unlock this? Do we have one of those? No, I have to purchase one. I don't want to purchase one right now. Power drift is that. Do I have anything that gives me a boost on? I can get duration. Duration will reduce the drain on Hysteria, but we're not really running into that with Arcane Energize. Duration will increase the duration for our Warcry, which is the one thing we are casting on a semi-regular basis. You know, I need to rank one of these up. So we got Retribution sitting here, which is when we are when our shield is hit by melee enemies, we do 80% electricity damage. I feel like natural talent. It's casting speed. It's radiation resistance. We aren't doing a lot of nearest hatreds. We could probably replace this flow with a prime flow once we max it out. Unfortunately, what I don't have is any legendary cores. I haven't been lucky enough to get those. Really do want to have some. I'm not seeing anything I want on there more right now than that adaptation. For right now. I thought, what else did I, that's what I had on there was adaptation. I don't know if that's makes sense really for this Warframe. This is a tough choice. I would put let's see, 48 ability strength versus the regular ability strength. If I maxed out Umbral Intensify. So that could increase our ability strength somewhat. Can't really do much for efficiency because I do not have the stuff to do that.
Tenno, a new alert has begun.
We already have Augur
Remark
message on there.
navigation.
I'm not getting knocked down with our 4 on. Yeah, I guess I'll put that on there for right now. And yeah, we could put Power Drift into here if I wanted to put, or Retribution in there. Either one of those would work. I'm going to hold off for right now. Valkyr's pretty strong as she is, I should say. And let's go do another one of those missions. We have an exterminate mission. That's a really easy one to do here. The other thing I wanted to look at actually was the paracesis. We have our crit chance only at 99.2. Oh, actually, we're not using it hardly at all here. So if we look back at our Valkyr talons and upgrade those, got an awful lot of damage. I could take away some of the elemental damage on this to put on something like, where is it? Do I even have it? I might not have that mod here. That's the Gladiator Rush, which we've already got. So it has a 10% melee critical chance per combo multiplier. So as we get our combo multipliers up here, okay, we're going to go over that 200. We should start seeing red crits if we can get our combo multiplier up high enough, which would mainly happen during other types of missions. Where are my other Gladiator mods? I know they're here. So Gladiator Vice would do the same thing, and Gladiator Might would increase our critical damage. We could take off some of this and increase our critical damage, which we're guaranteed criticals. So taking off some damage otherwise might be helpful. The problem is, what do we take off? Viral and radiation is what we've been using. We could switch it around to anything else if we wanted to. Oh, and a 30% attack speed is overkill. But this also, see, if we went in here and say replaced Northwind with that, let's say, okay, what happens is our damage goes down by 1,000, okay, but our critical damage goes up by an extra multiplier, goes up to 5 times from 3.8, which means instead of 3.8 is about 16, 17, maybe 18, to 5 times is almost 20. So it's a little bit more damage, okay, for our crits, okay. But when we get into a orange crit or a red crit, it does even more. And now it's 20% per combo multiplier because the Gladiator Rush and the Gladiator Might are working in sequence. So that's a pretty nice little combination there. I could get it 30% per combo multiplier by taking off more damage, but I don't know if it's worth it. So we're going to give it a shot here and see what it looks like. See if we really want to do anything more with that. Okay, so let's give that one a shot on this Exterminate and see what happens. Okay. Orange crits galore. See all the orange crits?
There's a heavy unit approaching. The tower's neural sentry has turned these soldiers into worthless attack drones.
Unfortunately, our combo chance is not going up all that fast. So we're seeing the orange crits. Okay, so now we lost our combo multiplier, unfortunately. Here? I'm going through here? Nope, that's just not the way to go. Darn it.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. The enemy is broken. Well done. Now get to extraction.
Alright, so at least we're doing orange crits. But I need a much longer combo chance. Alright, so that exterminate mission may not be the best choice. An
Excellent work, Tenno.
interception mission might give us a better chance because we're getting so many enemies. Let's do another one. All right. Mobile defense. That might give us some enemies. Somebody got a very shiny ship. Alright. Oh, we're waiting for Spidey Lad 94. There we go.
This is a mobile
Somebody has to take that.
You must deliver payloads and defend a number of locations while I break into the network. Be prepared for heavy resistance. I can't do this without you.
Yeah, we're getting pretty thoroughly
Focused. There's a heavy
those
unit
orange
approaching.
crits on a regular basis now, which I'm happy
You're a
about.
target here, Hunter. I sense it. Track it with the synthesis scanner.
Maybe.
Escape.
Keep moving. None of the scanners have detected you. Here is a terminal. Get me in and get ready to defend. I'm in, Tenno. This will take a moment.
Now I got a 2x.
Still working on it.
Should bring us to 180 combo multiplier. Let's see if I can get to 3x. There we go. Now we should have 200. We're just borderline. Come on, I gotta get more guys. Nope, we lost our combo counter. I think I need to get to 4x before I can possibly see a red crit.
Terminal hacked. Keep moving. We have got to find a terminal. Proceed and prepare. Location reached. Drop me in and defend our position. I'm in, Tenno. This will take a moment. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Yeah, we're
working
getting
on it.
those orange crits
Continue to
pretty
defend.
reliably.
That's it. It'll be a perfect specimen.
Where?
Drop it so you can synthesize it for me.
Somebody else did it for me, thank goodness.
Area completed. Move
They've
on.
got it. Oh, we're going this way.
Terminal spotted. Upload me and prepare to defend. I'm in, Tenno. This will take a moment.
There we go. There's a whole bunch of enemies coming in. We're up to 3x.
Still working on it. Continue to defend.
Come on, get us to 4x.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
4x. Oh no, and I've run out of enemies. Five X. Come on, give
The
us.
odds were against us.
I don't
Tenno.
see any red crits though yet. And I'm about to lose it. Yep. I need a faster combo counter increase for that to work.
Another job well executed.
Good morning, Panzermensch. Welcome back. We're still doing Blood of Perita missions. Good God. And although it's afternoon here, yeah, we're still doing those Blood of Perita missions. I was just experimenting with a slightly different mod build for Valkyr. That gets him more red crits, or more orange crits at least. It might be possible to get more red crits if we did one more change. And I'm going to go do that. And that is up here. Instead of Arcane Nullifier, let's put Arcane Fury on him. Okay. What that's going to do is... Now, let's see, that doesn't actually increase the critical chance. I was hoping it would... Is there one that increases the critical chance? I think there's melee ones to do. It's like melee... It's not even here, because we don't even have access to it yet. Yeah, there's a whole lot of things that aren't available here because we don't have the ability to get them yet. But we will. Where the heck are... There's got to be some melee ones in here. Where are they? Oh, they don't show up in here because it's not a melee. I don't have any melee ones, but I can go to here. Is it the Vandal Opticore? Yes, I know I don't own any melee arcanes. I'm sad. Okay. There is a melee arcane. I can't remember the name of it. That does increase critical chances. Also, there's a chance to do things possibly with Archon shards. So there are ways to build that up even higher and get ridiculous red crits. But right now, I'm going to take this Gladiator Might back off, and I'm going to put back on the North Wind that was there, just to have more damage. And at some point, maybe we'll do more critical stuff. I just had to figure out, we need the right mods, we need the right arcanes. So, okay. I think I've managed to do all the Blood of Perita ones that are right now available. Yes. Okay. Now, I've been doing them all day yesterday and today and the day before, or even to some extent. So if we go to Deimos, let's see how close we are to being complete with all the arcanes that we've been farming. One thing I will say for the Blood of Perita mission is it is a great catch-up if you are behind on things like arcanes.
Which is worse? One is amusing to rile up but incapable of reason. The other, madder than a bag of kvatz, but at least he has a brain twixt his ears.
Okay, so we have Arcane Fury, we have Arcane Rage maxed. Have Arcane Arachne maxed out. Arcane Precision is where we left off. We're working backwards by the most expensive until the least expensive. So we have one of these. We need 11, so we need 10 more. And that's what's available. Okay. Arcane Velocity we have none of, so we need the full 21. Arcane Trickery we have none of, so we need the full 21.
What did the war feel like?
Arcane Acceleration we have none of, so we need the full 21.
From most threats of real death.
Arcane Agility we have none of.
I am one of those toys.
We have no Arcane Eruptions. We have no Arcane Phantasms. We have no Arcane Guardians. And that's probably it for right now. But we're almost through with the 3s. Okay. The ones that require 3 are... we've got about half of them. And up there is the 2s. Okay, so we've got 6 more of these to go. So we should be able to get all of the arcanes before we're done, if we're lucky.
Who wander near danger.
Now,
I have killed.
I'm curious about this time left to trade, 2 hours here. Okay, because he's going to be giving us all these same arcanes, I'm pretty sure. But what might be changing are things like there are 2 weapons here. The Seti Lasera blueprint and the Basmu blueprint. I don't know if these change. This is probably what they're talking about, and maybe some of the decorative stuff.
Never quite understood the desire to wear remembrances of the worst moments in one's life.
But that's going to happen tonight.
Have somewhere better to be?
Actually, let's take a quick
Come to
look.
ask in my presence,
Are there
or
any
to
better
join the honor?
Honoria?
We once more found a new
No.
empire that distinguished between foot soldiers
I could
and
get
those
that.
who could follow instructions to any manner of consistency.
I actually have the money to get
Which
that.
of you? Let us find out.
We haven't got... Oh, we did get the Forever Honoria. The Forever Honoria is for Argon crystals. Let's see. Most of this we do not have. We have a bunch of Ascaris Prime that I'm not going to use because that's something. Thermal sludge. Yeah, not. No. Mother tokens. I could get rid of a bunch of mother tokens and become them and have that Honoria.
Not stopped my scheme. You might have slaughtered me with all the rest, and then you would not have your fancy little title, huh? Chaos theory at work.
No. Yeah. I'm getting close to having the navigator. Nav coordinates are up there with Harrow chassis blueprints as useless for many things. And I have a bunch of them. I don't, however, have 250 Harrow chassis blueprints because we sold some. They're worth money.
These titles became a bit grandiose in their bombastic pomposity. Enjoy
Wow.
discern how they work.
We could get the Sunderer just because we have all those ribbon slivers. I'm not going to do that one, no, because those ribbon slivers are useful and will be very useful. We'll continue to use them for a lot of things in the future. So no, I'm not buying any Honoria from him.
Don't leave me with them. I might actually go mad.
Too late. Okay, so let us go. You only got the cosmetics? Oh, well, this account, and my main account for that matter, is desperate for all those arcanes, especially Arcane Energize just changed everything in a lot of builds on my main account. And as you see, I'm using Valkyr here. Valkyr would be much, much more difficult to use if it weren't for the fact that I put Arcane Energize on her. A maxed out Arcane Energize. So this is great for getting that stuff, which is why I have been doing this almost completely non-stop for 2 weeks. Good God. Yes, it's been 2 weeks. So, yeah, and it's going to end on Tuesday, I think. Yeah, let's see. Today's, yeah, so we've got tomorrow. Yeah, it ends Tuesday. So I want to get all the arcanes maxed out by Tuesday, if at all possible, by Monday night, obviously. And the fact that those interception void missions are giving us anywhere from $250,000 to $500,000 money in 11 minutes is a pretty big thing. We've got now a lot of credits. We've got over 4 million credits. We're going to need all those credits, and we're going to use all those credits. But right now, while we're waiting for more of those missions, let's see. Do I have anything else in here that I needed to deal with? Do I have any, like...
I don't think you should answer that.
Didn't I just get, like... No, I did not. I've been doing this so much, and I've been doing so many of these relic missions as well because of the Prime Resurgence that I am getting really confused at times about which account I'm on and what they have. Right now, we are in need of void traces again, and I have still 2 Neo K9 relics and a Lith D7 relic that I would be happy to unlock. And then all the rest of these, I want them radiant before I do it because I need the rare that's in it. Do I have extra ash blueprints? Ash blueprints, if you notice here, is the one I don't have any of. I don't think I even have... and I have not been looking for them on my other account because I had Ash Prime. I have the Ash Prime chassis blueprint, but that's, I think, a common. That's pretty much it. Ash has been a hard one for finding. And it is a priority on this account, but like I said, I have Ash Prime already on the other account. So I haven't been getting any of those. I've been looking at other pieces instead. Even getting Ash would be nice to get. You can, I think Ash Prime is actually unvaulted though. Let me just double check if I remember correctly. Ash, no, Ash Prime is vaulted. I'm sorry. What was the one I was thinking of that was unvaulted that Prime? Nyx Prime. Nyx Prime. Okay, so I was confusing the two for a moment there. I had been looking recently on my main account at and this account at trying to get an idea as to what primes are available so that I can do it. And I was like, why do I have no Nyx Prime and Valkyr Prime parts? And I discovered those parts primarily drop from high-level railjack missions and low-level railjack missions. Those relics do not drop from your average missions. So not a lot of people are opening those, although I do want Valkyr Prime. So at some point I'm going to have to do railjack and get those because
Tenno, there's a
that would be really
time-limited
nice.
mission alert available. Check navigation.
So, yeah. So if you want Ash Prime, I highly recommend this is the time to go and get yourself. No, Loki neither. Again, I have Loki Prime on my main account, and I don't have Loki on any of my other accounts. Those things I recommend. This is the time to those Vanguard relics. They're not coming back. If we go to Varzia, and I'm going to go visit Varzia really right now. Yeah, if you are not doing Blood of Perita missions, I would strongly recommend going ahead. No, I don't need to do that right now. What I do recommend though is if you've got, if you're not doing Blood of Perita missions right now, these 4 are only available for 10 days. They will never be available again. Okay, and every one is a part to a Warframe, one of 6 Warframes. Okay, so getting all of these, really highly recommended. And you'll notice Ash in particular. Okay, Ash is uncommon, Ash is common, Ash is common, Ash is uncommon on all of these. So if you unlock all these 2 and these all 4 of these, you've got a very good chance of getting all the Ash parts. Okay. So I highly recommend if you are missing any of these 6 Warframes that you get these relics and you open them while they're available. That you make it a priority because there's never going to be an easier way to get them. Aya is not hard to get if you are.
Save your shot until you're sure of your target. Well, good
Yeah.
luck.
if you are on Deimos, which everybody is, that level 5 mission on Deimos. In fact, I'm going to probably need to do some more farming on that anyway. I'll just show you it real quick. That level 5 mission on Deimos has the highest chance of dropping Aya in the game. If we go to navigation and go to the neck list, I don't have time to do it today, unfortunately, but I'll show you at least where they are. If you go, no, not Sanctum Anatomica, the Necrolisk. I can get to the Necrolisk from the Sanctum Anatomica, but then we go to Mother.
Yes, there are
Okay,
bounties.
so
Your
not
interest.
these missions. This one that has the 5 pips at the bottom, this Cleanse the Land mission. Okay, there's a 40% chance for each stage of getting Aya. Okay, and it is the best place to get Aya if you can do this mission, if you can handle that mission. You'll also get stuff for the Entrades. You can't get it from the isolation vaults or there. You can also get this from Cetus bounties and from Fortuna bounties. They're very effective. And if you are, I don't know if you've gotten as far enough as to do the Hex yet, but a lot of the Hex bounties will also drop Aya at a pretty good rate. But this is the best place in the game. That level 5 Cleanse the Land mission, or whatever it is, whatever's in this slot will always have the highest chance of getting Aya. And I typically, I'll go through here and I'll get 2 Aya per thing. Yeah, if you have Hex, my main account has been doing Hex bounties constantly because I'm trying to build up on the Hex, and I'm trying to make sure I've done the calendar every season, every week. So I'm doing bounties to do that, and I'm getting a lot of Aya out of those bounties. It's not as high a drop rate as here, but it's a pretty decent drop rate. So bounties are the way to do it. Get that Aya, unlock those Vanguard relics, hope that you get the parts that you need, and cross your fingers, because luck is a pain in the neck. I was telling people earlier before you got on, I've been doing the same thing. I'm unlocking and getting missing bits for all the Warframes I'm missing. Okay. And my main account has probably still close to 50 Radiant Lith relics. I've unlocked hundreds of Radiant relics since I started playing again after 6 years away. And I had gotten all these Radiant relics from Elite Sanctuary Onslaught in the past, doing focus farming, because that was the thing to do 6 years ago. So I had literally hundreds of Radiant relics. Yesterday, I was opening up a set of relics where I had like 10 of the same one as part of Lith capture missions, and got the same rare in a row 4 times from that one relic. And I'm like, random number generator, you never can tell with it. It's like, what is the odds of getting 4 of those in a row? Not very high, but it happened. And then, of course, you get my luck on this account where I open Radiant Relic after Radiant Relic and have not yet, I think, gotten a single rare from the relics.
All systems
So,
nominal. You don't need
go
to
figure.
worry.
So good luck. I wish you a lot of luck with that. I see another Blood of Perita mission. I'm going to go do that. What do we got? Interception. Lots of money out of this one. So let's go and do that. And it's 4:38, so this might be my last thing I do today, because I have my Dungeons and Dragons group
These radio
meets
towers
tonight.
carry top secret interplanetary communications. You are going to capture the towers and decode incoming messages.
I'll take Bravo. Bravo's the hard, not as hard as Delta. Delta's by far the hardest one in this map. But Bravo, do I need Ash in this ACC? ACC? Oh, in this account. If I get Ash, great. If I don't get Ash, I'll worry about it later. Oh, I need to turn on my hysteria. Very important.
Keep fighting.
Hello. All right, you guys can give me some energy. That would be nice. There we go. And my Arcane Energize procced, so that made me very happy.
Recapture it.
I'm enjoying the orange crits. I really wish I could get red crits, but I don't have the mods yet. We're gonna have to go hunting for mods. And arcanes. Melee arcanes. Alright, where are you coming from? Come on, looking at my... There's my radar.
We have control of all 4 towers.
Woohoo! It only took us 80% to get there. That's okay. Some missions we don't even get there. Could also use the augment on this, but
You have successfully decoded the message. Clear the area.
alright. So much loot. I don't know how I'm carrying it all. I don't even have a backpack.
They are broadcasting another message.
Oh,
Make sure
somebody
the
took
enemy
B.
never receives it.
Somebody's on D. I'll take C. C's a bit of a pain to defend because it's got all this balcony above it that lets them just drop in on you.
We are dominating. Keep it up.
Here we go. Hey, don't run away from me. I am kind of amused by the Sonic spin. Alright, where are you at? Yo, you're above me. What are you doing? Running around in circles here? Alright. Where are you, you silly Jade Eximus? Right there. Yeah, I know you're here somewhere. Where are you? There we go. Dead.
The enemy have captured a tower.
I'm gonna run out of energy if we don't do any more here. Here we go.
Message decoded. Leave none alive. Clear out the remaining enemy forces.
Alright, so first stop. Second stop, we come over here and loot. Collect ridiculous amounts of loot.
Good work today. Not only have we decoded the enemy transmissions, we have also disrupted their communications.
Have fun with the Aya farming. Okay. Only 353,000? That's terrible. I could have done 400,000 on that one. Okay, and that pretty much wraps it up for today. I think I'm going to go for the evening. Oh, we do have to do something about this. We are at 100,000 here, so let's get a couple more. Put it in default. Get a couple more of these. Ooh. Yeah. You know, I forgot I have frost.
Fascinating choice.
I should probably, now that we have all the frost augments, go do something with those. Let's do one from Arbiters of Hexus.
Will these help you? May this help your journey.
Okay. Got a lot to go. Whole long ways to go with that. So many mods, never enough time. Okay, you know, it's been a while since I looked at Frost. Hi, Frost. You know, I have Chilling Globe in there, but I kind of think I might switch that out for Icy Avalanche. $60 overguard per enemy hit. Plus, it increases by 20% of your armor once per enemy. My armor is currently 601. So 20% of that is quite a bit. So that is a lot of overguard using Icy Avalanche. I'm going to do that instead of Chilling Globe.
Derive sustenance from mineral-dense termite droppings, which the Ostrons call Ito-Da. You may also never form a consonant again, but at least you will not be dead.
There's probably a bunch of other things we could do with this particular one. Like, we probably don't need the Vitality, given how much shield and armor we have right now. And could probably put on something more effective. But I'm going to worry. Oh, and Thief's Wit we don't really need anymore. And we can put into our empty arcane slot. Ooh, have some good choices now. Let's put the Arcane Energize on because that's just a decent one there. And I'll put Arcane Nullifier on there for right now. At some point I've got to go through all my existing Warframes on here and remod them based on what the latest and greatest is. If you notice, I'm still using my old stuff here. I haven't used Frost in a while, but worthwhile doing at some point.
Now get out there and
Cut down the...
and make the Lotus proud.
And oh, we can also do one last thing before I leave.
Yo.
We're not going to do this stuff. We're even completing a mission with only a secondary weapon equipped, but I am going to do this sell any item in my inventory for credits. We're this close to getting another Umbra former too. That'll happen next week. So let's see, what can we sell for credits in my inventory? Equipment, inventory. Let's see. Let's look at my miscellaneous things. And see what we got in extra of. We probably got extra of lots of things like Gara Neuroptics blueprints. How many of these do we really need? One, maybe two. So I'm going to sell 4 of them because there's just no point in keeping anymore. Okay, that'll give us some money in the process. All these extra base non-prime blueprints can't be used for anything else. So there's not that much point in keeping more than one of them. Okay, so I'm going to sell those, and there we go.
Well, well, well. Looks like some serious crud is going down out there. Here's to you, anonymous troublemaker.
I don't know how much trouble making that actually was, but we finished that one, and there will be more stuff to do when we come back. At the very least, okay, I will get all 3 of these in the next week. Yeah, assuming Monday, tomorrow, because I'll be trying to do as much of that stuff as possible. So let's see, anything else that I need to go over before I exit? We have we have a Bronco Prime ready to claim too. I forgot to do that. Got more weapons to claim. I got a Forma in there. I've got my keys. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Warframes to rank up, which will happen after Blood of Perita is done. Although I might, no, Titanium probably won't be pulled out before I go on vacation on the cruise. I'll be away Friday through Monday coming up. I'll probably be doing stuff Monday afternoon and evening, but for the most part, tomorrow, maybe Tuesday night, although more likely Wednesday night, and Monday afternoon after I get back from the cruise are pretty much all the time we have left for Blood of Perita. And for Prime Resurgence. So the first part of Prime Resurgence. So we'll see what we get done. Alrighty, and that's pretty much it. I'm going to go in here and switch my loadout back to my other. It's time to make a loadout slot for Valkyr. This is my Valkyr loadout slot. And it's time to make a loadout slot for Nova. And we're going to set Nova as my current loadout and switch out to Nova. And then the next one, loadout slot we're going to need is Titania. Although right now I think we'll leave it with Valkyr. Alrighty. Oomph. And do we have any primary weapons to rank up? I feel like we don't have a single primary weapon to rank up. But we do have 1, 2 secondaries. And 1 melee to rank up. So we got 3 weapons. I think the other thing I might be doing tomorrow is building a bunch more weapons and Warframes and just getting a lot of things in the queue so that we can rank up to Master Rank 14, which is our key thing. What was I going to look for here? I gotta go actually look this way. Alright. So, I don't know if we have Doriga. I don't think we do. We have Helios. We have Shade. I thought we built Carrier. We did not build Carrier? Doriga, Carrier, and Worm. We can build all 3 of those if we have the money and we have the stuff. I'm going to do that. I'm going to actually start that if I don't have them. I don't have Carrier? I could have sworn I got Carrier. Helios, Shade. Nope. Doriga, Carrier, and Worm we don't have. Oxalis we need to get. But it's not as high a priority. Nautilus is a little bit harder to come by. You have to do it from Railjack stuff. So Worm, let's...
Tenno, a new alert has begun. It will be marked on navigation.
We have everything we need to build Worm, so I'm going to purchase that. I believe we have everything we need to build Doriga. Easily, including the argon crystals. And I believe we have everything we need to build Carrier. Yep. So I'm going to start all 3 of those up so that we have new companions. You know, let's get to do all this right now. I have a few minutes to do this kind of thing. So there he is, companions. So we are short 1 piece for Nautilus Prime. That Nautilus Prime Cerebrum I really would like to get. Carrier, Doriga, and Worm. All right. And then, since we have the option, I'm going to go in here to the swap menu here. And let's start looking at weapons that have blueprints that we can purchase. Most of these not so much, but we can purchase a couple of these, and I will. Let's get Cernos. Details. The blueprint is easily done, so I'll purchase that. Corinth. Now we're starting to get into what's known as mastery rank fodder. Nitane we can get easily enough, so I'm going to go do that. see any of these stick out as something I should have. We have a lot of mastery rank locked ones. Let's go with the Tetra. Which we can build. Good. Okay, purchase. Sometimes they have requirements like field run or other things like that. Exorcist, Hind, the comb. Let's see. Detail. Comb is a great status weapon. Notice that 75% status on this weapon. Okay. Its fire rate is not all that great, but look at the magazine size. So, and its base damage is not all that high either, but we can put stuff on there to make it a better weapon. And it's something we can build. So I'm going to go do that. Purchase. Okay. Let's put one more on here. Phantasma. And Sobek. Oh, that could be interesting. Let's take the Stradivar. And purchase that one. That one has a higher crit mode, which could be useful. Okay, so we've got a bunch of primary weapons. Let's get some more secondary weapons. As I said, we've got 2 of them that we can work on right now. And let's see. If any of them stick out as, oh, I need this one. We have the blueprint for the static core, but we can't build it because we need field run. That's the one I would build most likely. The Sonic core I think will be the same sort of thing. I think we need field run for that one. No, I can do the Sonic core. So I'm going to go do that. I'll purchase that one. That's a much easier one to build. Let's look down here. Viper, Velox. That one doesn't seem all that interesting. The Velox is not too bad. The Vasto. Tysus. Ooh, 50% status on the Tysus, whatever that is. Terrible and everything else, but you know, especially the magazine. Twin Vipers. No. Twin Raga. Twin Grakatas. That's got a 25% crit chance, but no status chance? That's a weird one. One has built-in multi-shot. And a decent magazine and a decent fire rate. Let's try the Twin Grakatas. Grakatas. if I can build it. Oh, I need 2 grickatas. I don't have any grickatas. I don't even know where the grickata is. It's not even, I guess it's a primary weapon. Okay, so let's not go with that. The Stug. The Stug's weird. As I remember, this was a very strange weapon when the last time I played with it. But it does have an no status. Radial attack. Look at that. Look at all these odd things that it has. Okay. And some of it could be useful. I'm not ready to. What's the Quats? I don't even think I've heard of this one before. 27% status chance. High fire rate, high magazine. Okay magazine, I should say. Doesn't have. It does have a burst attack, which is a little weird. It has some interesting. Let's try the Quats. If it's buildable, let's find out. That is buildable. Yes, we have everything we need. Okay. And let's see, what else? The Pandero. Pandero has a decent crit chance as a weapon goes. Fire rate and magazine is not all that great though. Magnus is a pretty even thing. The Plink, look at that critical chance. 32% is not bad. And it does heat by default, but not a lot of it. Fairly fast reload, but not a good magazine size. What's this Coal Star? The Nell. There's something about the Nell. Oh, if you do a headshot, it does. It switches to a high speed mode with no ammo that does crit damage. Oh, but you can only fire it. Wow. Wow, that is weird. I don't know if I want to deal with something weird like that right now. Hystrix. Can instantly reload with headshots. Had a chance of that. Decent crit chance. And does a radial attack when... Oh, it has some interesting variations. Let's pull that one in. That's another weird one, but it's a weird one that looks curiously. Oh, and I need a Bolto and a Viper. Never mind. Fusilier. These are throwing knives, which have a decent status chance. Do not have a high Bolto. Well, I guess we can do Bolto, because which is a terrible weapon, but I'm sure most of these AC ones require us to have 2 of the base one. No, Hystrix. What's this one again? It required... Yeah, it requires a Bolto and a Viper. Well, let's build a Bolto and a Viper. And maybe we'll be able to build the other one at some point. So there's the Viper. And where's that Bolto? There it is. And then, where's the Hystrix? I'll get the blueprint for it so that it reminds me to build it later. Alright, there's some secondaries for us to work with. What about melee? Let's see what comes up. The Galatine. Forgot about this one. The Galatine has a lot of follow through. Follow through means if you're swinging at a bunch of enemies, okay, the first enemy you hit gets max damage, but the secondary ones get less, and follow through determines how much you get. So yeah, I'm going to pick this one up because we can build it, purchase it. Graham is another big, heavy, high-speed weapon that can hit multiple targets for strike. I'm going to get that one too. Oh, cancel. Let's make sure I can build it. I can. Purchase. We've been doing pretty good as far as the melee weapons are concerned. The Magistar. I know the Magistar is usable to build another weapon. Actually, I think so are the Graham and the not a lot that's really coming and saying, I need this weapon. What is the Pulmonars? I don't think I've ever seen this one. Status of 33 is pretty darn good, and it starts with viral damage. What's that going to require? The parasitic Tethermar and stuff that we don't have right now. That's stuff that we could get from the Ninkandi. grab that one. Let's grab one more real quick. I can't get the Ninkana right now. That needs to be gotten from that. But there was a dragon in Ninkana. I wonder if it requires an Ninkana. It does require a Ninkana, which I don't have. Go figure that one. Distressa. About Distressa. That just requires Nitane. I can get Nitane. Okay. So that'll be it. I know I need some Nitane. I'm going to grab 10 of that.
Now you might be wondering if I'm holding back on y'all.
Because I think I only have one, right? Yeah, I need... That is not what I wanted to do. Sorry. I want 2.
Later.
All right, let's go construct things. I think we already did. Yeah, we already did those. Our primaries, actually, let's go to ready to build and go through and see anything that looks like a weapon. Bolto. Oh, I have a Lado that it's going to be converted into the Bolto. Build. Okay. Cernos. Corinth. Galatine. Graham. Comb. Ninkandi. The Quats. The Tetra. We already have a Tonkat. The Viper. And that should do it. Okay, so we have a whole lot of things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got a whole lot of weapons and warframes and stuff in the queue. So I'm going to sign off with all that, and I will see you guys tomorrow sometime. Have a nice day.